So in this video, I'm gonna tell you how I went from a 470 to 720 credit score and some secrets that I applied and that you can also apply today to get there too. Let's talk about it. Wow, that's amazing. What's going on, guys? You have landed on The Human Experience, where our goal here is to bring you value with tips that can possibly make you money to DIYs that can possibly save you money and everything in between. So let's get right into it. So when I first started building my credit, I didn't know anything about credit. The only thing I knew is I wanted a credit card. And I wanted a credit card because I knew I could buy stuff. So I got my first credit card after I graduated high school, or right during the same time I got my first car. And I was so happy. I think that credit card had like a $250 credit limit. So what I did was I talked to my dad. I was like, hey, I've been able to save some money, and I was looking at these cars. I was trying to see if you can help me get a car. And so he agreed. So he ended up getting a loan from his bank to pay for the rest of the money that I didn't have for that car, which is probably half of that amount. By him doing that, I was able to get my first car with that loan that he got. I really liked that car. That was my first car. Loved it. Anyway, once we got that personal loan, he made sure I paid that loan on time. So I paid it off, but I wasn't paying the credit card payments on time. So with that being said, my credit score didn't really jump at that moment, but it did help me to establish credit, because during that time I had an active credit card and I had an active loan. After that time, I ended up getting another car. I was able to get my first car without a cosigner. It wasn't the car I really wanted, but it was a starter car that I was like, I need to get it. I need some wheels. And at the same time, I knew I needed to establish my credit for myself. So around that time, my credit score was probably like in the 5s. And, you know, I just started paying my credit cards on time with the new car loan that I got. So I was paying that car loan on time. And before you know it, my credit scores shot up. It shot up to the 6s and then the high 6s. And then before you knew it, I was in the 720s. Saying all that to say, I gradually built my credit score up at the time because I didn't know the rules. I didn't know how to play the game. And so it took me longer to understand it. But when I understood it, I was able to capitalize on it. I'm gonna tell you a secret of how I was able to attain a lot of things with my credit once I got it up to that 720 credit score. Was I did everything within 30 days. I was able to get multiple credit cards within this 30-day period. I was applying for credit because I knew at the time that if I did everything within a certain amount of time, it wouldn't show on my credit report immediately. Because the more you put on your credit score, you know, that debt to income ratio becomes a factor. You got, and especially new credit. New credit is always, you always take that hit when you get new credit. So I got credit cards. There was lines of credit from the bank. There was a couple of car loans that I got. I was working logistics as an independent contractor, so I needed a work car, and then I had my personal car. And so, yeah, I had 2 vehicles, did all that, right? And so that's the benefit of getting your credit up, because you can leverage your credit to get certain things that you want. And if I would have known better, at that time I would have took that investment. I would have leveraged my credit to help build my business, which I thought I was, but I really didn't do it like I should have did it. Because I was buying other things. I was buying rims, screens for my car, you know, TV screens for my car. I was making sure I had the sound in there right. It wasn't a good long-term investment. It was you know, I wanted it now, impatient, you know, young, want to shine in them streets. You know, that was that mindset. So looking back at it, of course, I would have did it differently. But with that being said, that's how I utilized that credit once I got up to that 720 credit score. And you can do it too. You can get up there no matter where you are, but it's easier when you don't have all that baggage. When you don't have all those liens and collections and a lot of late payments on your multiple credit cards that you have, multiple car loans or personal loans that you have from your bank. So it's easier when you're starting from scratch, when you got new credit, when you just out of high school, when you're just into college. So if you like what you're hearing so far, don't forget to smash the subscribe, like, and bell notification to get the latest HE content. Let's get back into it. Here's a tip for people that have new credit to no credit. And I'm gonna assume like you have a lot of those people that are in high school or just getting out of high school and college that are looking to understand how to build your credit. So this is just an example. If you don't have a car yet and you're saving to buy a car and you got your cash, so you say, for instance, you got $5,000 cash, maybe you saved up even $10,000 cash, and you got that, and now you see a car that you like and you're ready to go buy it, right? You're ready to go drop that cash on them, bow, right? But wait a minute, don't do that just yet. Here's what you can do. Take that money, take your cash, go to the bank and say, hey, I want to take my cash and start building my credit with a personal loan. Let's just say if you can't get an auto loan, ask for a personal loan and use your cash as collateral. Use your cash as a security deposit to get that loan. And what that's going to do, once you get that loan, you're able to then have a record of a lender giving you money, whether it's $5,000 or $10,000, and you paying them back. Because you gave them that cash as leverage, the bank doesn't lose and you won't lose. The only difference is you're going to have an interest rate. With that being said, don't worry about the interest rate. You're looking at, hey, how can I start building my credit? And the more you have on your credit report that's positive, the more it increases your chances of building your credit score. And so don't just give the person selling that car your cash or cashier's check or swipe your card. Don't just do that. Go to the bank. That's going to help you establish credit history to get you to the credit score that you want to have. And once you get into the 700s, 720s, I mean, you can pretty much name your interest rate. It just gives you more leverage in the game. I don't know if you knew, but you're entitled to get a credit report for free every year. So in the description below, I'm going to make sure that I add that free credit score link that allows you to get your free credit report. And also I'm gonna add another link that's going to give you a credit score. Like I said, I want to make sure I bring you value, and as much as I can, I'm gonna try to do that. When you're talking about building new credit or recently started credit, you want to make sure you stay away from secured credit cards. Secured credit cards are cards that basically you have to put your own money on the card just to get the credit card. And I've did that before, but for different reasons, which we'll talk about later. But when you have new credit, especially high school or college students, when I tell you these lenders are like tripping over themselves to give you credit, to give you a credit card, it's easy for you to get a credit card. You want to make sure that you take advantage of that time and get you whether it's a student credit card or whatever they call that credit card that you're getting, but make sure the rates are reasonable. At the same time, make sure you get a credit card. Don't be scared of a credit card, because that credit card is going to help you establish credit. That's going to help the bank see, or whoever is trying to lend you money, or whoever you're trying to get money from, that's going to help them see that, hey, you have an active card, you have an active account, and you have been able to pay on this card consistently and on time every month. If you can get 2 credit cards, get that. I'm not telling you to overexceed yourself. You don't want to get credit cards you can't pay. But if you're, for instance, if you're buying food out of your own pocket, if you're getting gas out of your own pocket, you can use that credit card to do that and make sure you pay back every month and try to avoid that interest rate. And definitely don't be late when you're paying back. So it's a game. You got to know how to play the game to take advantage of the game to win the game. And credit is a game that you have to play and play it to win. The opponent, which is the creditors, their job is to get you locked in with them to where you can't pay, where you're paying late, so they can charge you late fees, where you're overdraft and where you're spending more than what they're giving you, so they can charge you overdraft fees. Their job is to also entice you with cash advances so that you can take cash off that credit card, so they can charge you with cash advance fees. They make money off fees and interest rates. That's why their most lucrative card holders are the people that have low income, because they know that there's a high chance that they will not pay on time. But the people that can pay on time, the people that play the game right, the people that play to win, are the people that can take advantage of low interest rates, the 0% introductory promotions, the cash backs, the 2%, 5%, 1%, whatever cash backs. The people that can take advantage of that are the people who are winning, because now the card holders are paying you to use their services. So learn the game, learn how to play it. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to do some things to boost my credit score. So we're all in the same boat, but you can do it. I did it. I've turned 475 credit score to 720. You don't want to be 30 and 40 just learning how to establish credit, or to the point where your credit is so bad that it's hard for you to recover. It takes longer for you to recover because you got so much debt. So if you are in a boat where you have a lot of debt already, you're trying to figure out how to bounce back from that, there are some things that you can do to help improve your credit score. So if you already have credit cards, that's fine. Hopefully you're starting to pay them on time, because that matters. You can't build your credit score and have late payments on your credit report. So you got to start with what you have. If you have active credit cards, make sure you're paying those credit cards on time. Collections, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I would be trying to get it off my credit score, but I wouldn't be worried about trying to settle unless you're trying to make a big purchase like a house. But if you're not trying to do that, then I wouldn't worry about the collections, because you already got that first hit, that first drop when that collections hit your credit report. So also what you need to do, if you have a lot of stuff on your credit report, a lot of negative stuff on your credit report, just look into not only purchasing a secured credit card, but whenever you start getting some cash on you, not to spend it, but use that cash as collateral to get your personal loan. Some loans you can get it probably as low as $1,000, maybe even $500, depending on the bank. And that can help also establish your credit. And if you don't have enough cash on you, can always find other types of collateral. For instance, if you have a car that you have paid off, you can use that title as collateral. There's ways to do it. You want to make sure you're able to start paying off your credit cards if you have some now. If you have some that's active now, paying those on time every month. You don't necessarily have to pay it down. If you can pay it down, pay it down. But if you can't, just make sure you're paying it on time, the minimum, on time at least. And you definitely try to pay more if you can. But I'm just trying to give you ways to not to hurt yourself when you're trying to build your credit back up. Because say for instance, been paying for 6 months on time, but you got that 1 month where you just missed the payment. That's going to hurt your credit score. So trying to just do at least the minimum every month on time is going to help. I think for the people who have a lot of negative things on their credit report, if you just do those two things, that's going to help your credit report. That's going to help your credit score. You're going to see your credit score improve. Before you know it, you're going to be in a 700 club. You're going to be at 720s, 750s. And it's just going to be like a distant memory of when you had bad credit. I remember when I had bad credit, So we want to start off where we can and just build from there. Learn as much as you can about credit. I'll try to make sure I post more credit type videos to show you what I know that can possibly help you as well as it helped me. So we're in this journey together, guys, and the name of the game is to win the game. So I hope you got value out this video, and don't forget to smash the like, subscribe, and bell notification to get the latest HE content. And this is The Human Experience, and wow, that was amazing.